Factoring these difference of squares is crazy easy. You got to know how to do this. It's so easy. It's easy points on the test. So let me explain what is a difference of squares. It means, the word difference means you have a subtract sign. And we have something being squared minus something else being squared. So that's what we mean by a difference of squares. So what is being squared on the left? It'd be x, right, squared. And then what's being squared to make 25? It would be 5 squared. So how do these things factor? They factor into what we call a sum and difference pattern. So it factors into a sum and difference pattern, and what happens is the x's go there and the 5's go there, and that's it. That's how it factors. X plus 5, x minus 5. Now if you take the time to FOIL this out, you see that 5x and negative 5x for the O and the I in FOIL, they cancel, they add up to 0. So all you're left with is x squared and negative 25. X squared and negative 25. The middle terms cancel. So you need to learn to spot these two-term polynomials. X squared and 25 are called terms, and they're both perfect squares, and they have a minus sign in the middle. That's how you know that you have a difference of squares on your hand, and it factors into this simple pattern of x plus 5, x minus 5. So we're going to do 2 more examples, and I try to throw in a couple little tricks, or as much as I could here, even though this really is quite simple. I'm always really happy when I have a difference of squares because it's super simple. So what's being squared here and what's being squared here? I see the minus sign. Well, obviously 7 squared is 49. Now what times itself is 4x squared? It would be 2x. Okay, this is one that sometimes trips up students. So it's 2x squared minus 7 squared. So we do our sum and difference pattern, 2x plus 7 and 2x minus 7. And there's your answer. That's called a sum and difference pattern, and it's thanks to the fact that we were given a difference of squares to begin with. All right, one more simple example here, and then you'll be ready to tackle this stuff. 9x to the 4th minus 16. All right, so ask yourself, do we have a minus sign? Do we have 2 terms? Yes and yes. Is this first part something being squared? Is it something times itself? 3 squared is 9, and x squared squared is the 4th power. So yes, 3x squared squared minus 4 squared. So it's 3x squared plus 4 and 3x squared minus 4. Now again, you always will want to look and see if this can factor even more. But if that's the case that we're just done, then we're done, and we have factored it. Another thing I could have done here was to put like a y squared here, and then all that would mean is that we would have 4y here. So we'd put a y here and a y here, and we'd be done. So sometimes teachers like to do that. They like to throw the 2 different variables in there. All right, well, hopefully this video was helpful, and now you're ready to tackle the next video in the sequence, which is factoring another special case, perfect squares. All right, good luck.